My name is Nola and I'm going to be reading The Princess and the Pig by Jonathan Emmett and Polly Booth. Not that long ago, in a kingdom far away, far from here, there was a farmer, and he was traveling home from the market with a cartload of straw. The farmer was so poor that he didn't have a horse to pull his own cart. In the back of the cart lay a tiny piglet. Nobody wanted to buy the piglet at the market, but the farmer had taken pity on it. I'll call you Pigmella, he decided. This seems like a good name for the pig. It was a hot day, and the farmer had stopped to rest in the shade of a great castle. Far, far above him, on a high balcony, a queen was inspecting her new baby daughter. The queen was so rich that she had 7 nannies and didn't have to look at her own child. The queen picked up the baby out of her cradle and held her at arm's length. I'll call her Priscilla, she decided. This seemed like a good name for a princess. A moment later, a wet, squelching noise came from the baby's diaper, closely followed by an awful smell. Yuck! Shrieked the queen, dropping the baby and running to find the royal nannies. She left so quickly that she didn't notice she had dropped the baby over the edge of the balcony. Down, down, down went the baby into the farmer's cup, and up, up, up flew the piglet into the princess's cradle. When the queen returned and found the piglet lying where the baby should have been, she let out an even louder shriek and fainted into the nanny's arms. The king thought he knew what happened. A bad fairy had done this. She said the bad fairy was invited to the princess' christening, so she turned the baby into the piglet to get revenge. That's the third thing that happens all the time in books. Meanwhile, the farmer had returned home and surprised to discover a baby girl lying where the piglet should have been. The farmer's wife thought she knew what happened. A good fairy had done this. The fairy knew how poor and honest we were and how badly we wanted a child. So she turned the baby piglet into a baby. It's the third thing that happens all the time in books. As soon And soon, without a second thought, the baby became Pigmella, the farmer's daughter, and the pig became Priscilla, the royal princess. It wasn't long before Pigmella was able to eat, walk, and get dressed all by herself. The farmer and his wife soon forgot that she had ever been a pig. Things were not so easy for Priscilla, but the king and queen would never let anyone forget that she was really a princess. As Pigmella grew older, she grew smarter and beautiful, and she was admired by everyone she met. As Priscilla grew older, she was not so smart and not so beautiful, and was avoided by everyone she met. One day, the farmer's wife overheard some of the castle servants talking about the princess who was turned into a pig. It's just like what happened to Pigmella, except only the other way around. The farmer soon guessed what happened. The princess and the pig must have swapped places by somehow. This is the sort of thing that happens all the time in books. The poor farmer and his wife were very unhappy. They loved Pigmella, but they knew they must return to her rightful home. Pigmella was also unhappy. She loved the farmer and his wife, and she did not want to live with anyone else. But they were an honest family, so the next day they all went to the castle to see the queen and the king. The king and queen listened to the farmer's story. But they didn't believe it. What nonsense, cried the queen. Ridiculous. The king laughed. This girl may be smart and beautiful, but she does not look or speak like a real princess. The queen thought she knew what happened. It's a trick. This girl is just a farmer's daughter pretending to be a princess so she can marry a prince. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books. So, Pigmella returned home with the farmer and his wife, where she married a young shepherd, and they lived happily ever after, and never once wished she had been a princess. And Priscilla also got married to a handsome prince, although he had been talked into it. Priscilla was changed into a pig by a bad fairy, the king explained. Once you kiss her, the spell will be broken, and she will turn back into a beautiful princess. Added the Queen. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books, they assured him. But unfortunately for the prince, it's not things that happen in this particular book. I hope you enjoy this book. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.